What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Fourth and Wrong podcast. I am one of your hosts, Marshall, along with Donnie and Dallas. No Colin today. Unfortunately, another episode, no full staff. Me and Donnie are back from our Vegas and LA trip. We were at the Rams-Lions game. I know Dallas and Colin already talked about that, but we are back. It was a large week for the NFL. We had some Saturday games. Like we're getting into the weeks with no bye weeks, so we have some weird game times. But 2 weeks left in the NFL season, and there is a lot to cover in terms of Week 16 games. Before we do that, I will get into our picks. I just for anyone wondering, before I say this, I pulled me and Donnie's picks. We are in our own Pick'ems league with some other people. I just pulled them from the picks from that Pick'ems league. So just so if anyone's curious. In last place was Donnie at 8-8. In second place is a tie between Colin and Dallas at 11-5. And then I took first at 14-2. I did win the Pick'ems League this week. So, yeah, I guess that kind of was like, because usually I'll mix it up a little bit between both, but I wasn't there, so there's nothing else I can go off of. So, yeah, going through the games, I was the only one to pick Seattle. I only actually picked Seattle because I have a division bet that I was hoping would hit, and I picked the Rams to win the division. So I was kind of hoping like the Rams would win. So I decided to pick Seattle, and we'll get into that game in a little bit. We all picked the Eagles. Colin and Dallas picked Chicago. Me and Donnie went with the Packers. The Packers lost. Me and Dallas went with the Cowboys, and they lost. Donnie and Colin went with the Chargers. We all picked Minnesota. This is where I kind of you guys all picked Miami, and I was the only one to pick Cincinnati, which was crazy. I don't,
That
I
was
don't know. I know.
before the Tua benching, by the way. I don't
Okay,
think they announced Tua was getting benched.
okay, fair enough. You guys all picked Tampa Bay. I picked Carolina. Um,
You're a
we all
Panthers fan,
picked,
that's fine.
yeah, we all picked the Saints. They won. We all picked the Bills. They won. We all picked Tennessee. They won. Me and Dallas picked the Jaguars. They won over
Nobody picked the
Denver.
Chiefs. It's fucking wild.
Yeah, that's a crazy world we live in.
4
Uh,
0. Everybody picking against the Chiefs is fucking insane.
Just
every
wait till this week.
Donnie picked the Cardinals. We all picked Atlanta. The Cardinals lost. We all picked Houston. I was the only one that picks Pittsburgh. You guys all picked Detroit.
Hmm.
We all picked New England, and Donnie was the only one to pick the Colts. Which, to be fair, if the Colts had a defense that could play football, honestly, the Colts offense looked that. If you would have told me the offense was the best thing about the Colts, and Philip Rivers might have been the best player last night, it'd be crazy. I saw Donnie
I'm picking the
repost.
Colts. I'm picking the Colts the rest of the way. I don't care if
I
I go win this.
I
I'm
saw
picking.
before.
I'm picking Philip Rivers.
Before we talk about all the games, I saw Donnie comment on this TikTok or Facebook or whatever it was, and it's an NFL fan talking before the season starts about what's going on, and it's like, yeah, the Chiefs are actually out of the playoffs. Mahomes done, and they're actually awful. And it's talking like, yeah, Philip Rivers came out of retirement after 5 years and is actually starting in the NFL. It's like, yeah, the Patriots are actually the Patriots and Broncos are actually beasts, and then it's Chicago's going to win their division. It's like Donnie said in the comments, we say it every year, but this might be one of the most insane years in the NFL. Like this year
It's
is
so
wild.
unpredictable. It
The
was such an
Chiefs,
unpredictable year.
Chiefs, Ravens, Lions, Bengals, um, are all not that great. I mean, the Eagles are going to win their division, but they're not the Eagles that won the Super Bowl last year. The Panthers are about to go win their division. Jacksonville's they're on a tear lately. It's a wild year in the NFL. It really is.
Yeah.
It's just it's a very unpredictable year. But going through the games, this seems like a lifetime ago. But Thursday night football was Seahawks versus the Rams in a wild ending.
Thursday Night Football was a movie, dog.
Yeah,
That
it was a crazy ending that ended with didn't really end with, but had a 2 point conversion. Another like this is just like the calls, the refs are just wilding it out. Considered a backwards pass. But my thing
I
was like I agree with the call, but the play was blown dead. You could hear the whistle. So as soon as the play blown dead, it shouldn't have mattered anyway. But they still were like, yeah, it's a touchdown, and we were all like, what are we doing? Yeah, it was a wild game. Um, it seems like forever ago. So I'm trying to think of everything. And Puka
right?
Nakua,
Puka
Puka,
went
Nak-
crazy.
Puka went crazy. Even though I don't know if you guys saw, but he made
Puka
a
went crazy on and off the field.
Yep.
yeah, and he only made I don't know if you guys saw he made a total of $250 from that game.
Yep.
He got because obviously he was a fourth round, fifth round pick, so he doesn't get paid a lot. He got his game check of $50,000. 26,000 of that was federal taxes and all the taxes and stuff like that. And then he got fined 24 something thousand dollars and then his agent fee. So he got like $250 from that game. And he put up
He almost had more yards than fucking dollars.
literally, yeah,
The fact
another
that
insane game.
the Rams blew a 16-point lead with 5 minutes left in the fourth.
Yeah.
That's
That was the
crazy.
Rams defense. Literally, they honestly had a
Rams
great year
defense
this.
gave up straight
The
up.
Rams defense
Can't
has
touch
hadn't been
them.
great this year, and they just died like in the fourth quarter for whatever reason. And it's funny too, is like we always talk about an Oxford jinx. I remember them specifically showing their defensive coordinator and talking and praising him, and then all of a sudden, boom, they got scored on like three times. It's like, yeah, well, that he really is great because they were talking about him being a head coaching job somewhere. Yeah, that was rough. But in my eyes, I even though they lost, I still think. The odds are close, which makes no sense to me, but I think Stafford has this MVP, should have this MVP wrapped up. He's leading Drake May in yards, touchdowns by 15 touchdowns, and he has like six less interceptions. I don't understand, like, I don't understand why it's still how it's so close.
If his name was anything other than if his name was Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes, there would be no debate. He would be minus 10,000 to win MVP. It's strictly because it's Stafford, and he's never won anything notable in his career that it's that
And
high.
yeah, and we'll talk about it later, but New England did come back against the Ravens, and Drake May did lead a comeback on a nationalized game, so that's definitely going to help boost his odds.
I was about to say, and I
But
think that even the media just
I
sees
feel
that
like
and they're
their
like, oh
odds.
my
I feel
gosh.
like Drake May having a solid performance in a comeback win like was viewed equal to Stafford having an absolutely batshit game and a loss though. Like I feel like it's not like Drake May like if they would have had a Seahawks level comeback, I feel like it would have shifted. But like I think everybody kind of knew they were coming back in that one, like the way it was going. So
Yeah,
I feel like Stafford still held ground, even though he should have lost ground.
yeah,
for sure, I think Stafford is this is his trophy to lose, in
it
all
is.
honesty.
It really shouldn't. Philadelphia beat Washington. Then Chicago versus Green Bay. Obviously their big matchup. Green Bay got the best of them the first time. At first, obviously us Lions fans wanted Green Bay to win. It evidently didn't matter. But Green Bay, started out. It was a very slow game. Like 3-0, 3-3 at one point. Really no touchdowns for a minute. Jordan Love goes down with an injury. Jordan Love doesn't matter because Malik Willis came in. They ended up scoring their first touchdown. Chicago, all the way up until the fourth quarter, looked awful. And then all of a sudden, the Bears turned it up and they go down, they get a score, and then a beautiful game-winning touchdown. Probably one of the best passes I've seen Caleb make because the defender was right on him in OT to win it. It was a crazy game to watch on Saturday night.
Man, the fact that Green Bay didn't get that onside kick is crazy.
It literally hit Romeo Dobbs in the hands. And like,
Yeah,
I don't know. Like that, that's just an
Packers
all-time level
never
chunk.
do shit like that against the Lions.
I
Never
think
do
that
shit
just
like that against the Lions,
never.
ever.
I think that just shows how like I don't want to say magical, but like how lucky this Bears team has gotten this year. Like they had a less than 10% chance to get the onside kick and get it. Not only do they get it, they go down and score, then score down in overtime. Like this Bears team has just been getting lucky, but sometimes that's just all you need in this league is a little bit of luck.
Yeah.
If the Rams didn't exist, I'd pick the Bears to make the Super Bowl just because of how lucky. Like at some point, it's just destiny. Like they are not. I don't think they're as good as what their record shows, but like just winning games like that, it's like all right, they just got some voodoo magic on their side.
Sure. We're gonna throw through some games here that obviously don't have a lot of like postseason meaning or anything.
Mm.
Chargers beat the Cowboys. Minnesota beats the Giants. We do play Minnesota this week, and I know JJ McCarthy went down with another injury, like the fourth
Yeah.
time this
Max
year.
Crosby,
Um,
here we
Oh
go.
boy. Oh boy.
Cincinnati
Our
beats.
defense gets if our defense lost 500 yards again, ship Kelvin Shepard to fucking Alcatraz. That motherfucker
Yeah.
ain't coming back,
Yeah.
guaranteed.
Cincinnati beats Miami. Carolina in a big division game. It doesn't really matter too much. It really comes. They play again, so it's huge because if Tampa Bay were to drop their game to Miami somehow next week, which with the way they're playing, it's possible. Then it wouldn't matter. Carolina automatically wins the division, but still a big win for them. Um, New Orleans beats the Jets. Buffalo beats Cleveland. Tennessee Titans. If you would have said to this person at the start of the year, the Tennessee Titans are going to beat the Chiefs.
By double digits.
Yeah, I would have said gotta be week 18. There's gotta be week 18 or Cam Ward. No, it just
No, you would say, holy fuck, the Chiefs have the one seed locked up at week 16. Holy
yeah,
shit.
they're that good. But yeah, that Chiefs team, I think everyone's starting to realize, yeah, Mahomes literally was the team. I think
Yeah.
that team is so bad. They don't have a rushing attack. Kareem Hunt he's decent, but he's not anything to get the job done. The wide receiver room is so lackluster. And the defense is okay. It just wasn't obviously their offense is bad. And Mahomes, they need help. They need help a lot.
Without Mahomes, they probably have the worst offense in football.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
Realistically, without because they have no run game, and then their
No,
offensive line is so hurt.
you got to think
Like
Travis Kelce. He's probably still a
without him,
top five, maybe top 10 tight end. But besides that, you don't have a top.
I mean,
You don't have a top. I mean, Rashi Rice is good, but is he top 20? It's
they
close.
they were one of only two teams to not score double digits points this week, and the other one was the Jets against the Saints defense, which
They
okay,
don't
like the
have a
Saints
running back inside the
Saints have
top
an okay
30.
defense
They
for a
don't have a
bad,
running back
but
inside the top
The
30.
Titans allowed the Browns to drop 30 on their head,
Yeah, yeah.
so that is really damning.
They don't have a running back inside the top 30, and they have one wide receiver inside the top 30, probably. So yeah, their offense is bad, is bad outside of Mahomes. They're gonna have a decent pick this year. You gotta go get a running back, and then you gotta pick up a wide receiver in free agency for the Chiefs because you're just gonna come in next year with the same problem. So I don't know.
But if the Notre Dame running back falls to them, that
Jeremiah
would
Love,
Jeremiah Love,
that'd
yeah.
be dope.
that would be deadly.
That would be very deadly.
The
Give
fact that
actually,
the fact that the score was at 1.3 to 2 is crazy. Like that's insane.
that was wild.
And then Gardner Minshew goes down with an ACL injury. Like
I
GG's.
was kind of excited for Gardner Minshew to actually get some playing time, and then Bro said, "Nah, I'm out too, man.
Said,
I'm
nah,
good."
this team sucks. I'm
Yeah,
good.
bro.
I will say though, like Kelsey, it's come out like he's gonna still finish the season. I think if he plays in these final two games, it's because he's retiring.
Yeah.
I think if they were to shut him down right now, it'd be like, okay, I think he's coming back. The fact that seems insistent on playing
Hmm.
makes me feel like, yeah, this is actually it, which everybody says,
It
but
sucks that his last
I
game
mean, he didn't
probably
have a
didn't lead
bad
him
year. Like
home, but
in terms
it's
of he didn't have like he had a bad game this game, but like on the year, like I think he's second in tight end receiving yards. Like he's having a good year. It's just
Yeah, I know he's a top five fantasy
oh,
tight end this
I
year.
know he's been killing it. I started him over Hunter Henry. He gave me 1.1 points. So
There you go.
I almost lost my playoff championship.
moving on. The Jaguars go into Denver and beat Denver pretty convincingly. I know Denver
Jags are
got a
red hot,
score
man.
late. The Jags,
Jags should be the one seed.
the one team I was like we all have our one or two hot takes of the year and they end up hitting. The Jags was my one take. I told you guys at the beginning of the year I thought the Jags were going to be legit and I thought they were going to be something and they are definitely it. They could win out. They play the Colts then the Titans. Colts at in Indy with what's going on is their defense is rough, but Trevor Lawrence turning it up out of nowhere. This team is red hot and yeah, I saw the
Jags win
path.
out. They're likely to be the one seed.
Yeah, that's the
If
one
they
team
can,
I was high on, and I think that they went out and got Jacoby Myers, which really like boosted them a lot. You know, Travis Hunter being out, they were low on tight ends and or tight ends, wide receivers. Go out and get Jacoby Myers, and he ends up becoming huge for them. Like he is one of their leading receivers every single week. He had 90 yards last or a couple weeks ago and a touchdown. So yeah, this team is very scary. They could end up being the one seed depending on what happens in the AFC. Atlanta beats Arizona. Houston narrowly beats the Raiders. Obviously, the game we're all going to talk about. Pittsburgh beats the Lions. Very just, I think we're all kind of like it's yeah, a lot. I think we just kind of like, yep, it's a season. This was a bad year for the Lions. This was a bad year in general, and it's time to just pack it up. Hopefully, rattle. It's here nor there. I hope we win Christmas Day just because it's Christmas Day. And then after that, I don't think it's going to change draft order too much, but it is what it is.
We still have a chance at the seven spot, man.
Nah,
We really do.
if the Packers lose to the Ravens and then the Vikings, all time level, like bro, honestly,
It's very
if
possible.
they lose to Vikings and Ravens and we still don't make it in, that's still like the Packers are in piss. Which
I, I don't even care about the Packers. Like, yeah, they would have to fall to shit. There's no reason to believe the Lions are going to win back-to-back games. At
yeah,
like literally, I don't care if we were playing the Titans and the Dolphins back-to-back to finish the year.
the
Like,
only thing
they have
I
not
can
proven
think
this
of
ability to
is
be
someone
consistent.
said, which I don't think the well, I don't know. Bears fans on Twitter were like agreeing, yeah, let's do it. If the Bears are in a spot where they can't move up anywhere in the NFC and the Packers
Spoiler
Packers
night.
lose next week and we win, They might just sit their starters. And Bears fans were, and people were like, would Bears actually do that? And I saw a Twitter feed.
Nope.
Bears fans said, you're going to tell me that we can sit our starters and the Lions can win and the Packers are out if they lose? Yeah. All Bears fans were like, yeah, we'd do it. The one thing I think that Bears fans and Lions fans can agree with is that we hate the Packers. But yeah,
Yes,
Yeah,
but
everybody hates the Packers.
Ben
The
Johnson
fans,
might.
I was gonna
it's
say the
Ben
fans and the
Johnson.
players. Everybody in Chicago could be in favor. Ben Johnson would never ever do that. He would
Especially,
want to kick the Lions
I
out
don't know.
of the
especially
season.
since we beat him so bad earlier in the
Yeah,
year, he's gonna want
no
that
shit.
get back.
They Ben Johnson's gonna go into that game wanting to win 60-3. Like
Yeah,
he's not gonna
I'm
lay down.
definitely. I mean, I would love if we made the playoffs. That'd be sweet. Like, cool. Like, it is what it is. But it is not gonna happen. Like,
I
I am not
don't.
sitting here hoping, wishing. To that actual game, it was a very wild and slowish game with a lot of crazy shit that happened. The Kenneth Gainwell crazy catch of the year. Alex Anzalone does a pass
yeah.
interference, still ends up catching it, lands on his bicep, and then just bounces, and he ends up catching it. And the refs talk for 15 minutes, and then the end of the game that we all saw, the first flag in the red zone on Isaac Tesla probably shouldn't have been a flag. I mean, it was he kind of
I
like got
get why
pushed.
they called it, but
Yeah,
like,
he got pushed into him. We got called for it earlier. I'm not mad at it, but I also think that it could have been a no call or a call. And then all the old heads that I work with and stuff, their last one, they're like, the refs screwed us. I was like, no, they didn't. That last
that
play,
was
That
blatant
man Amon-Ra
OPI.
couldn't have made that more not but like he full on pushed it. Bro might as well just kept blocking him down the field with how
Yeah,
bad he
Even
extended his
e-
arms.
even if it wasn't OPI, Amon Ra caught it short, and progress was down. Like that flip to Jared
100%.
looked
Well,
funny,
no,
but
they called it a touchdown. If it
yeah,
wasn't
Which
for
I
the
the
don't know
refs
OPI,
how
also,
it was called a touchdown.
I think the refs called it a touchdown solely because they knew like this is not that's OPI.
they
Like we
never, I
would
mean,
never
they
call
never
OPI.
call. They said in the thing that there was never a whistle. It was a touchdown. There was never a whistle, and
There has to have been something though, because if you watch all the players, like multiple defensive players, just stand there and let the ball get flipped to Jared. There's like a defensive tackle standing right there, and he just quits moving.
yeah.
So even if it wasn't a whistle, I think everybody on the field knew like,
It doesn't. I
Well,
mean, it
fucking
doesn't
move.
matter because I do think it was a touchdown, but it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't matter because if he doesn't push off there, I mean, he's probably not catching the ball anyway. Like
the
it
worst part
was,
is he probably didn't even have to push off. They were Ramsey was sagging off him a good amount.
it was such unbelievably like, man, you couldn't have made that any more like, yeah, I pushed off. Like you absolutely did. But
I don't
it's
even love like that play design. That could have been like a legit Hail Mary type scenario. Like you could
the
have ran everybody to a
The play
corner.
design that had Amon-Ra scoring and they called that iffy penalty on Tesla, that was the play. And I think after that they just were like, fuck, well now what?
Also,
Um
I saw somebody talk about. I mean, like that's kind of not really characteristically the Lions. Like the all that entire like goal line set. You're talking about we have first and goal from the one with a timeout, and I think there was like 25 seconds left. The fact that the Lions didn't run it right there, like I get
Yeah.
we had our interior O line is not good, but
well
like
I don't think we did have it because we got called for two back-to-back
yeah,
flags.
the Amon Ra one was on like the 1.5 yard line. It was a first and goal. The Lions had a timeout. There was like 20 some odd seconds left. Like they could have easily ran the ball, took a timeout, and then it's like, okay, you can either run they could have ran it twice. Second time, go up, spike it. You know, like they just the fact that not one of those was a rushing attempt. I know
I
like
watched back
running
and
the ball was not working, but
man, if Tesla would have
David
caught
Montgomery
that
from the
ball.
one is never a bad idea.
If Tesla would have caught that ball, that would have been beautiful.
Oh
Man,
my God.
he literally got
That
it
would have
in
been a
his hand.
crazy catch.
It was a wild catch. He's been playing a
But
lot
also
better. It would have been a great catch.
everybody like saying the Lions should have won. Realistically,
No,
Chris
no.
Boswell
Never misses.
yeah, never miss. Literally, I was astonished that he
I could
missed
not
that.
believe it. We
So like,
literally dead
like
behind
we
me.
shouldn't have been
She
in that spot
goes,
anyway.
dead behind me. She goes, well, now we got to go score and get the two. Everyone was like, yeah, he's going to make it. And then she's like, Boswell missed. And we all were like, there's no way. Replay it. Like everyone
Doink.
around me was like, there's no way. Like that man has been automatic. And that's why I was like, that is insane. I wasn't even like I said, it was a great call. The only thing that the refs like, I'm like, dude, the refs need to get their shit together. First off, why did it take so long to figure out what the fuck to do? Like, why
At
are we
the end,
having a 5 minute conversation on what's going
Yeah.
on? And then this isn't like a refs thing. This is just like because I'm in the stadium. I didn't know what the hell was going on, and neither did the scoreboard operator because all we heard was The ruling on the field is a touchdown, and everyone started cheering. And I'm like, and I see him signaling the flag, and I can't hear him. And then they literally, the scoreboard man put +6, and it put 30 up on the board. I'm like, yeah, I wasn't the only one. Apparently, it was like, man, obviously you guys on TV understood what he said, but I was like, man, can we word that a little better? Can we start with, yeah, it
He
was offensive
explained,
pass
he,
interference, touchdown doesn't matter,
he
blah blah
explained
blah.
that really bad. It shouldn't have
Yeah,
been the result
100%.
of the play as a
And I
touchdown.
just
It's
like how he
the
was
ruling
trying to,
on the
he could,
field is a touchdown flag or
and usually it's just supposed to be ruling the field as a touchdown, although offensive pass interference offense number 14. But then he had to like preface it because of the crowd. He's like, that is the game. There, that is the end of the game. He'd like said it like two more times because he could tell the crowd was getting rowdy.
fans got excited way too fast. After a
Yeah.
I
5 minute
will,
talk, you thought the only thing that was going to come out of a fucking 5+ minute discussion was touchdown ball game. Like, no,
That's it.
you know there was some explanation.
Trev had me dying because after about a minute we were sitting there and he goes, somehow this is gonna. He goes, the clock was at 0 and he goes, somehow this is gonna involve a 10-second runoff, isn't it? I started laughing. I was like, yeah, that was the last time we just had a crazy discussion and it literally cost us the game. And I was like, yeah, wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, we didn't
If
really
there
deserve.
if
We
there was
didn't.
time left, there would have been a 10-second
Oh,
runoff.
absolutely. And I'm like, yeah,
Just
10-second
to,
round just to do it. And Austin turned around. He goes, they're probably making up a rule as we speak. They're like, wait, all right, it was a touchdown and there was a flag, but hold on, wait a minute. We're actually gonna move you guys back to the 50, and then you guys get to play from there. We didn't realistically deserve to win that game anyway. It would have been a cool win, but
I think it would have been bad if they won. When you're just talking about the playoff, I think it's only a bad thing if the Lions make the playoffs at this point. I think Dan and Brad need to realize there's a problem. If we somehow luck into the playoffs,
that's fair.
that will give them more
I
reason
I I
to
agree.
not make. Plus, I don't need to see us go to Chicago or go to Philly when like yeah we beat Chicago at home like whatever, and yes we kept it close with Philly. I think if they were to play either of those teams now, they'd get smacked. Like it's not what we aren't the same team we were 2+ months ago. I think both of those teams would beat the shit out of the line. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not.
I don't need to see a 35-7 playoff
I
game
don't think we would get
and
beat
get
that
embarrassed.
bad. I think the Lions' offense is decent enough to hold our own, but again, we're not going to make it that far. This isn't the defense or the team to do it.
No.
I'm okay with missing out on the playoffs this year. That's why I wasn't even like that devastated. I'm just like, yeah, honestly, after watching the first couple halves, I was like, dude, we don't deserve to be there. And
When
honestly, I
they
was
came
out.
out, when they came out, season on the line, I can't even remember what the first play was. Negative rushing play,
Bro,
incomplete pass. I was like,
three
okay. I
plays
was
in
like,
a
they're not going to win. Like they legit,
four
like they have no
four
shot.
times a blocker is rushing off the edge untouched. Two times he hits Monty for -5 yards. Two times he hits Gibbs. Dude, I'm seriously like, who the fuck? Like the first time we should
Alex
have been like,
Highsmith was eaten.
dude, every time. And I'm like, yeah,
Man.
no wonder Gibbs and Monty can't run the football because we have unblocked blockers. It's our
What's funny
unblocked
is,
rushers. It's like,
what's funny is
dude,
that's not
what are
even a
we
bad
doing?
idea if you run to Alex Highsmith and make Jack Sawyer run across and make like he's not as fast.
Yeah.
The fact that you're running it to Jack Sawyer's side and Highsmith is so much faster and he can run it down. It's like no, you should be. I don't give a fuck if Panay's on that side and it's better to run to that side. Fucking run it away, run it at the best guy, and then make the bad guy run it down. It's just the whole
And
fucking
whoever
whole
our tight end was too, terrible job
Brisker.
just chipping. Yeah, he was terrible at blocking, just chipping a little bit because I feel like that could have helped a little bit in the run game.
Yeah,
Yeah, what do you
But
think Brandon
Marshall.
Pettigrew's up to?
Eric
I
Ebron,
mean, I
Yeah.
Mark
you
me and
are
Marshall
you are
talked
wearing
about
an
this.
Eric Ebron jersey there, Donnie.
I think, bro, that's actually crazy work.
No, it's
Bro,
not.
bro's gonna have to wear it backwards just so it says Kennedy,
Yeah.
just so he
That's
can clarify it's not an Eric Ebron jersey.
oh. Marshall was telling me when we were talking about the contracts and everybody's deals coming up, he was basically saying like Sam, you were okay if like Sam's the guy doesn't get brought back. Like you'd rather just draft another tight end. I think the way the offense has been the last month proves that Sam is a must sign. We cannot let Sam walk. The entire middle of the field and the run game has been affected by Sam being out, which like he wouldn't make everything better, but in the offense has
He
still been
definitely
scoring
helps.
points. I would argue that the stats on the offense for the offense look better than what the actual offense does. Like I get Goff has like top 5 numbers. I don't think he's playing like a top 5 guy. I think he's playing good, but like during the broadcast they kept talking about him as an MVP candidate. I think that's insane. Like there was
I, th-
obviously no way. Like his numbers look good. He has not played that good.
I
Um,
But
think he
yes,
played good
Sam
this
is a
last
must
game.
sign for me.
Yeah, he played good. What I saw was that Goff is 100%. They could restructure his contract pretty well to free up about 15 to 20 million, if not more. Yeah, I see that happening, and that alone could get somebody a contract, which would be nice. But I don't think a lot of people that are free agents this year will probably come back. Moving on, New England beat Baltimore. San Francisco beat the Colts. Philip Rivers,
That was
man,
a good game to start.
he had himself a game. It was just that 48 points hung up by the 49ers. Yeah, that Colts defense all of a sudden they got Rivers and they were like, yeah, no. And even JT wasn't like he had an amazing start to the year and he has just been
What a collapse.
yeah, I mean he's been okay. It's just not been like the flashy games and every touchdown on a drive we see from him. So, but Rivers, man, he is out there reading defenses. He's out there making crazy throws like I can't even believe I say it, but if they were to go into next year and say, yeah, it'll be Daniel Jones probably. I don't know what the Rivers
Well, he ain't gonna be
plans.
healthy to start the year.
Yeah, I was gonna
That's the
say.
thing with
Yeah,
him.
I would not be surprised if they're like, yeah, Rivers, we're gonna roll with you in the offseason. We'll run with you next year because honestly, he played great. Like he played fine. Like, he could be their
He,
starter.
only problem with him is like after an entire training camp, like his arm would be shot. I think at the end of this season, he's gonna have what 4 games played. I think his arm's gonna look pretty bad towards the end, just because he's gonna like Breeze. Breeze would always at the end would start fine. About week 8, he'd start losing some zip, and by the end of the year, he'd have a shell of an arm.
Nah,
I,
five
I,
year, $200 million contract.
I think
my
I was gonna say
you go.
they definitely should keep Philip Rivers on this roster, and I think just use him as a mentor for Riley Leonard, and hopefully Riley Leonard could be your starter next year, and Rivers could be your Joe Flacco backup type. Um, that'd be best case scenario for the Colts.
Donnie sent it to me. Imagine combining Philip Rivers and Anthony Richardson, just putting Rivers' brain inside Anthony Richardson. That man, Anthony Richardson, would be a top five QB. Like his
100%.
decision making is awful. Rivers' decision making is 10 times better. And but Anthony Richardson's arm is his deep balls are incredible. And then obviously his scrambling ability is amazing too. Anthony Richardson, I wish would work out. His decision making is terrible. I think he just
I
couldn't get off that college level decision making.
I have a bit of a hot take, including Philip Rivers.
Ooh.
I
Uh,
think the fact that he has come back and he has looked not like great, but he has looked competent. And like I told Marshall, I was like, he's probably like if you were going into a game tomorrow and you're like, all right, every starting quarterback is available, he'd probably be in your top 20 choices. Like he's better than the bottom third of the league or whatever. I think the fact that that is a true sentence after him taking 5 years off is a huge nod to the NFL and college football's development of quarterbacks in the modern day. Like
I don't think that's
the
a hot
clip of
take.
the clip of him at the line, like basically all this checks and everything, like Peyton used to do. You legit just don't see that anymore. You don't see that from Mahomes or Allen or any of the top guys. Like, so if you're not seeing it from them, you're definitely not seeing it from like a Tyler Shuck or a
Yeah.
Bryce Young or any of the young dudes. I just
Hey,
think it's. I
Tyler
just
Shuck's
think
winning games.
he is winning games, but I just think it is a huge.
I don't think it's a hot take.
It's
I think
definitely a
I think
difference
it's
for
detriment.
sure.
I think it's a detriment not to the young quarterbacks, but to the system in which quarterbacks are being brought up in now compared to what they were. Philip Rivers should have looked awful. Like he should have looked. He should look like he had his arms okay, but the game has passed him by. The fact that the game has not passed him by, I think, is a knock to modern day quarterbacks, and it's kind of a knock on defense.
you know damn
Like
well
he should
Brady's
not
sitting
look
in his
good.
bed at night like, holy shit, like I can actually do this. Like, hold on, wait
I
a
want
minute.
to see. I want to see what other old quarterback tries to come back. I
Brady,
feel like he's going to
Breeze, they
inspire
all come
somebody
back.
else.
They're all like, yep, let's just do it. They all come back. We're about to see a Manning versus Rivers quarterback room next year.
I want to see Brett
Man.
Favre come back.
Brett Favre is a
Favre.
little out of the
Okay.
age
Brett
limit.
Favre, Brett Favre, what, probably like 60. He can still sling it. I guarantee it.
Hey, fucking throw Troy Aikman back down on the field and get him out the broadcast booth.
He's only 56 years old, but he's
He,
still definitely,
who, Brett?
yeah.
Yeah, he can. He can give you a game.
How old's Vinny
He
Testaverde?
can give you a game. He's going one
Is Fran-
touchdown, 8
Is Fran
interceptions. But
Tarkenton still alive? Let's go.
Vinny Testaverde's 62. Yeah, put bro out there. Get him in the
telling you,
game.
like,
I
I
think
think they
Broadway
do.
Joe is still available. It's Joe Namath.
There was a
bro,
Vinny Testaverde Jr.
Brady is licking his chops. I just know he is.
Oh, for sure.
Watching Philip Rivers kill it. Oh my god.
All right, Dallas. No Colin. Lead us
No
with the
Colin.
picks.
All right, let me pull these boys up. If you guys are watching this, man, Merry Christmas. This is the
Yes,
Christmas
sir.
episode. No Colin, so I get to run with the weekly picks. And of course, we're starting Christmas Day At 1 o'clock, Cowboys versus Commanders. I
Before
think this.
before you
Oh,
start,
oh, okay,
before
okay.
you start, obviously the
Disney said
NFL's
roll us into picks, and then
I
immediately
know, but before you start, these Christmas Day games at the start of the season, you'd have been like, oh, they were all right. Now they are
Yeah, they're
absolutely
buns,
shit.
you would think this
Cowboys,
was a banger slate at the beginning of the year.
I mean,
man.
yeah, I was about to say, yeah, Cowboys, Washington. I was like, we knew the Cowboys were like maybe going to be mid, but like Washington compared to last year, at least we thought they'd be decent. And then Detroit, Minnesota. Minnesota, it was a very
Minnesota.
question mark. And then Detroit, obviously, we thought we'd be good. And then Denver's good, but Kansas City, obviously, I don't even remember what bro's name is that is playing in the game.
Man.
I can't believe out of all these teams, the Broncos have the most wins. They have like going in like at the beginning of the year, if you would have said pick the team with the best record, the Broncos would have been like your fourth choice. You would not have thought the Broncos would be by
If
far
they
the best
told
For
team.
real.
like the NFL has the authority, why not flex like Philadelphia, Buffalo
It,
a couple weeks ago into this
you
slate?
can't. I don't think you can flex Thursday games.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
These games on like these off dates because then it changes a
Messes with
whole hell.
everything. Yeah,
You can change a game from 8 o'clock to 1 o'clock. You can't change
true, true.
3 days.
Ugh. All right, let's get into week 17 picks. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We're over 150 subscribers, by the way, guys. I don't know if you've seen that. We're moving
Sir.
up. We're moving up. Christmas Day, Cowboys versus Commanders. Both teams eliminated from the playoffs. Give me the Cowboys.
Yeah, Washington, they're just kind of they've already said Jay Daniels is done for the year. Too many injuries on that team. They're just kind of riding out the rest of the season, hoping to get a decent draft pick. Cowboys still got a high power offense, so I'll go with the Cowboys.
I think both these teams stink, obviously, but the Commanders have shown more heart than the Cowboys. I will go with the Commanders.
All right, starting the week off with the LAC, Donnie. Uh,
I bet you, I, I bet you out of all these Thursday games, I guarantee this is the one I get right.
mm, we'll see.
I'll put hard money on this game. I absolutely
We'll see which
very
ones you
confident the
pick.
Commanders win.
Moving on, Detroit versus the Vikings in Minnesota. Crushing loss. Playoff hopes are still alive, so give me the Lions.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll also go with the Lions. I don't really know who's even starting for the Vikings. Um, the
It's
line is at 7.5 for the Viking, plus 7.5, and they're at home, so that's like 10.5. So yeah, I'll go with well, they do have the odds out. Yeah, it's Max Brosmer starting. So he'll probably still put up 300 yards, but we'll win the game. So give me the Detroit.
I really wanted to just pick the Vikings. I just want the suffering to be over. But Max fucking Brosmer, I'm not gonna pick him to beat the. If the line, like Mark said, if the Lions allow 300 yards to Max Brosmer led offense, just we might have to relocate. It might not be the Detroit Lions anymore.
Go back to Pontiac.
I will go with the Lions to keep a little hope alive for another week uh, before our inevitable fate crushes us.
All right, Broncos in Kansas City versus the Chiefs. Let me go Broncos. Broncos are just better.
Yeah,
who,
this
who the
Chiefs
fuck is
team.
starting for the Chiefs?
Yeah, this Chiefs team is nothing without Mahomes. And honestly, even with Mahomes, this Chiefs team was still just very lackluster at every other position. So yeah, I'll go with the Broncos.
Yeah, I'd have picked the Broncos even if Mahomes was playing and they were still in the playoff race. That D line against that patchwork Chiefs O line is just they might have to find like people in the stands to play quarterback the way this game's going to go.
I was about to say
I will go with the because they already signed somebody off a practice squad.
Yep.
Chris Oladukin. They're just gonna tell you, hey man,
Olajuwon.
go have fun out there, man.
Go
Just
have
Travis
fun.
Kel- they might let Travis Kelsey or maybe Taylor Swift might let her get under center a couple snaps
at this point.
as if she would show the fuck up to this
I mean,
game.
shit. Philip Rivers is coming back. Philip Rivers is coming back. You think Alex Smith's legs are still fine?
I'm not shitting you. I was going to bring that up. I was like, I wonder if Alex Smith still got something in the tank. But no, I'm going with the Broncos by a lot.
All right, Saturday, Texans versus the Chargers. Give me the Texans. This defense is just so good. Herbert is the most pressured quarterback in the NFL. Give me the Texans squeaking out a win against the Chargers.
This is a good game.
This is a good game.
This is a very good game.
4 o'clock Saturday game for this. It kind of pisses me off. But
Wow.
why can't we put this on Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Or Christmas.
This is a crazy game. So the Chargers 11-4, Texans 10-5. Chargers do not have a playoff berth locked up because obviously they're not winning their division.
I think the Chargers do.
They're still in play for the division.
But they don't have one locked up
I
because
think
if they
have a playoff berth.
I don't think they've locked the playoffs up. But if they win this game, they play the Broncos, I believe, next week or the week after, and that would be a
Yeah.
that'd be the for the division. So the
This is a
Chargers are
big
still really
game.
playing for something.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
they're not locked into the playoffs, but they're going to make the playoffs.
No, I think the Chargers are like
Oh
statistically
no, they did.
locked in. Yeah.
They've clinched a spot. Okay.
Yeah,
They have
Texans are
clinched
still
this.
in the hunt.
Texans are still in the hunt. They have a 97% chance to make the playoffs. Got it. Ooh. This is tough. This is a really tough game. Texans defense has been crazy good. Marion Hampton came back had a decent week for the Chargers. This is really like a offense that has its on and off weeks versus a defense who honestly let up a little bit too much to the Raiders, but I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I don't know. I feel like the Texans have been on a really high horse, and I feel like this one's gonna bring them down just a little bit. So I'll go with the Chargers. It's in LA, which doesn't really matter for the Chargers fans, but
So Texans home game basically.
yeah.
Um,
Chargers are favored by 1.5.
this is such a toss up game. Everything's telling me to go Texans better. Oh, or great D line against a banged up Chargers O line. Herbert's banged up. Um, pretty much everything's telling me that. But I mean, the Texans they let the Raiders stay in that game a lot longer than what they should have. Ashton Genty was kind of having his way. And Amara and Hampton also is playing great. Man, I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I'm not super confident in it, but Chargers are just a gritty team. They're just finding ways to win games that they should not win. So I'll go with them to do that again.
All right. And then Saturday night, we got the Ravens in Green Bay against the Packers. Both teams probably without their starting quarterbacks. I think this could be a very similar situation to Tyler Huntley versus the Bears. Give me the Ravens. I think the Packers are just coming off too big of an emotional loss last week.
I think Malik Willis, honestly, Tyler Huntley's very well good as well, but it's uh, who's going to perform a little bit better with their team. That Baltimore receiving core, Mark Andrews, Zay Flowers, they love to drop everything. I mean, they are just not having it this year. I'm going to go with Green Bay because it's in Green Bay. Baltimore, I mean, they're used to the cold, but I just think that Green Bay home crowd, they're fighting for a playoff spot. I'm going to go with Green Bay here.
Yeah, I as long as John Harbaugh is still the coach of the Ravens, I'm going to pick against him. I think the fact that Derrick Henry didn't get a touch for the final 13 minutes of that game
Insane.
last week when they had a double digit lead, that is the most inexcusable thing in the world to me.
That
Um,
alone gets them fired this
yeah,
offseason.
I don't think Tyler Huntley's bad. I don't think that's that big of a drop off realistically, especially with Lamar playing hurt. Like he hasn't played like typical Lamar. So I actually like Snoop Huntley quite a bit. Um, I don't like Jordan Love at all, but I also think that Malik Willis isn't that big of a drop off if he's the starter. If they start the third string guy, that'll be tough. That I'd probably lean Ravens, but
Josh Jacobs might be getting some QB reps. You never know.
I guess Josh Jacobs is the emergency
He
quarterback, so
is. Yep.
he might have to start. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Packers. John Harbaugh is just I have no faith.
All right, starting our Sunday 1 o'clock slate, Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Dolphins. I gotta go Tampa Bay here. They're still fighting for the division. Quinn Ewers looked terrible last week against a bad Bengals team. Gave me the Bucks.
Yeah, the Bucks are still in it. Dropped a big division game last week, but man, they have just been not good. Like they just can't find ways to win games. I don't understand why. It's just not a very good road for them the last 5 or 6 weeks. But I am still gonna go with Tampa Bay here. I think Miami's just kind of riding out the year, getting ready for this semi-rebuild possibly that they're gonna go into. So yeah, I'll go with the Bucks.
Yeah, I can't believe the Bucks have fallen this far. Honestly, I thought they were just kind of mailing it in until that Panthers game. So them losing that game, I think, is a real red alarm. I'm not gonna lie, if Quinn Ewers wasn't starting and it was still Tua, I'd probably go Dolphins here. But just because it is Quinn Ewers, second start, I'm gonna go with the Bucks. But I think this is gonna be close. I see this being a field goal game.
Definitely for sure. Patriots versus the Jets. Give me the Patriots. No thoughts about it.
Yeah, it's 100% the Patriots. They're 12.5 point favorites on the road.
Ooh,
That Jets team got carved up by a Saints offense that didn't even have Alvin Kamara or Chris Olave, which is crazy.
yeah, that's nuts.
So yeah,
Taysom Hill.
give me the oh yeah, Taysom Hill. Give Taysom Hill on a team where he can go win a Super Bowl, honestly. That man needs it before he retires. But yeah, give me the Patriots by however they want.
Real quick, Donnie, before you make your pick, Taysom Hill, fun fact, first player in NFL history to have 1,000 passing
Thousand,
yards,
thousand.
1,000 rushing yards, and 1,000 receiving yards in a
That
career.
is awesome.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
Hall of
honestly,
Famer.
put him in it.
Man, I picked the Jets like all year, guys.
Yeah, you gonna pick him
They've
here?
been,
Yeah.
You gotta stick with it.
they've been the fucking crack pipe I can't put down. I just I don't know, man.
No
I
comment.
believe I believe in I believe in the Jets, but never count out Mike Vrabel. Give me the Patriots.
I don't think anyone's ever said I believe in the Jets in the history of existence. Uh, Moving on, Steelers versus the Browns. Miles Garrett's breaking that record this game. I'm telling you. Aaron Rodgers, I told Colin last week, Brett Favre was the last sack for Michael Strahan when he broke the record. It is only right that Aaron Rodgers is the last sack for the new record to be broken. But with that being said, the Steelers are still going to win, probably win the division. Give me the Steelers.
My hope is that the Steelers just come out and beat the shit out of the Browns, and it's like 35-0 at half. So they put in the backups. Mason
Mason
Rudolph.
Rudolph.
Oh my gosh.
First snap out of the half, Miles Garrett lines up right over center.
And it's
Like
halftime. It looks like
the
Mason
water
Rudolph's coming
boy.
out. Miles Garrett still has 0 sacks. At the end of the game, he's got 10 sacks. I don't think anyone's going to touch this record again.
Oh, the sack record's actually now up to 39 and a half sacks. That would be awesome. Either way, I'm going with the Steelers.
I'll make my pick too.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. I think it'll be a little
Let me
bit.
guess. So you're gonna pick the Browns?
I'm not gonna pick the Browns. Actually,
Pretty easy, all Steelers pick.
I was gonna pick the Steelers. It is a 3 spread. Obviously in favor of the Steelers. It is in Cleveland though. I think it'll be just because I don't know. The Steelers' offense is always not the
Browns
greatest.
always play them tight.
I was about to say it's a division game. It's gonna be tight, but it isn't gonna be a Browns win. It's gonna end up with Stefanski doing something wrong probably, or Shadur's throwing a pick. So give me the Steelers.
I don't know why that was so funny. Jags versus the Colts. Colts are dead in the water, man. Give me the Jags. Oh,
This is going to be a good game. Obviously, I've been very high on Jacksonville in Indianapolis. I want Rivers to get his first win back as a starter. I don't know. I don't think it's here. I'm going to go with Jacksonville. They've been on a roll lately. Their offense is moving very fast. But I think this is still a good game. Yeah, the Colts are at home.
get a focus.
Underdogs by 6.5. Yeah, give me the Jags.
I know the Jags are gonna win. Please, I need to see Phillip Rivers carve somebody the fuck up and win a game. If he wins it, hold on. Who do they play at the end of the year? I know their schedules.
They play
they
another
play the
hard.
Texans. Oh my god, they play the Texans.
You might die.
Please, I need Trevor Lawrence to just have like a 3 interception game. Phillip Rivers, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, gets out of there with the win. I need to see it. Give me the Colts.
All right, Saints versus the Titans. I'm gonna go with the
What a
Titans.
banger.
Man. I'm going
Wow.
with the Titans, man. Coming off that win against the Chiefs, I know it's the Chiefs and they're got third stringers in, and the Saints have been rolling. I want to go with the Titans because I think Colin's gonna go with the Saints. So that's why I gotta try. I gotta try and get a game in. So give me the Titans.
So the Titans currently have the 5th draft pick, and the Saints currently have the 9th draft pick. Yeah, this is a very interesting game. I'll go with the Saints. I think the Saints will probably win this game. Their offense, funny enough, has been okay. They're favored by 3 away. So yeah, I'm gonna pick the Saints.
The Saints, after they get eliminated every year, just turns into the '07 Patriots. Like, without fail, they get eliminated and they just start playing their best football for no fucking reason. That being said, even though it's in Tennessee needs to and start losing some games. Like, they're not playing well as of late. They're still not a good team. They need a top 5 pick. So they need to just mail it the fuck in, lose to a team that's in a similar vein to them. I think the Saints are a little bit better. I'm going to go with the Saints.
I also agree. The Saints are better than the Titans, but
I mean, it's not by that much. I mean,
yeah,
Titans are a 3-win team, so it's not like crazy.
All right. Potentially a really good game here. Seahawks versus the Panthers. Seahawks coming off of a crazy good win against the Rams. I think they're going to keep that momentum going. Panthers are going to give the Bucks a shot with a loss. So give me the Seahawks.
I want the Panthers to win so badly, but they're not going to. So I'm going to pick Seattle. But man, if they win, I've never wanted to be wrong this much. I want the Panthers to win. Lines are out. I'm all in on the Panthers.
That's that's also a sentence that's never been said in human history. Somebody believes in the Jets and somebody's all in on the Panthers. What a
I'm all in on them.
we're gonna lose subscribers based on this
Better
fucking
hope Bryce Young doesn't get hot in the playoffs and gets to the Super Bowl because in 2 weeks I'll be talking about it every day.
yeah. If that happens, hell's gonna freeze over, so it doesn't matter. So
Hope it happens. Oh my
what
gosh,
would be the point?
please.
No, I'm with Marshall. I think the Seahawks are better. Even though they're having to travel across country, they should go in, boat race them. But I think Sam Darnold's going to have a come down to earth game. I think literally last week was maybe the best moment of his entire career, and it's a game he didn't even like play great in. It's just him winning in a huge moment like that.
Mhm.
I still think the Rams are better, even though they have a small chance to be the 1 seed and win the division. I think they have a shot. Like I just think they're better. They have 2 easy games coming down the stretch, so it's basically the Seahawks if they fuck up because they play the Panthers this week, who is a better team than we all thought, and then next week they travel to San Fran, I believe, and that's obviously a huge game. Seeing what the 49ers just did, I think the Panthers are going to stun them here. I will go with the Bryce Young led Panthers.
Every time you pick the Panthers, they lose.
Oh.
Don't like that.
Moving on to Bengals versus the Cardinals. Bengals coming off of a good win. Both teams are eliminated. Bengals are gonna try and lose a good draft pick, so give me the Bengals winning here.
Yeah, give me the Bengals.
I don't know why I like the Cardinals with Jacoby Brissett starting. I just think
He's better than Kyler Murray. Yeah,
I don't know about that. I think they are a great 3-win team with him at quarterback. I like Michael Wilson there, their wide receiver, who's been having
he's
a
pretty
crazy
good.
year. He's been helping me out in fantasy. Please God, need one more good week. Let's go, Mike. He's on both of my championship teams. I need another good week, Michael Wilson. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. I don't know why I want to keep picking against the Bengals. I am.
Jets versus the Raiders, starting off the 4 o'clock slates.
Giants.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did I say? Saints?
You said Jets.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jets. Wrong New York team. My bad.
Giants, Raiders.
Giants,
We
Raiders.
thought
Hold on.
we thought
Guys,
Titans, Saints was
guys,
bad.
we can all say it in unison for Colin. What an ugly
This
This is
fucking
an ugly game.
With
This is
that being
ugly.
said, give me the Raiders. Geno Smith.
battle
Geno
for the
Smith.
number one pick.
Geno Smith is battle tested. He's gonna make sure the Raiders don't get a quarterback in this draft. Give me the Raiders.
This is the thing though. If he wins this game and they end up having the 4th pick, say Mendoza and Nussmeier go 1 and 2, like he's technically kind of playing for his job.
Oh,
Like if they win,
Oh, yeah.
they might not have another option at quarterback, so they have to bring it back.
First,
So-
number one pick currently is the Giants. Number 2 pick is the Raiders. Yeah, this is the battle of the shitters.
The shit.
This could be a tie.
Oh my
Still on the
God.
board.
Go for
it. Is Jackson Dart playing?
I don't think it matters really. Because who?
This is
I
actually,
don't. They haven't won a
this is
game.
actually this is actually
with him.
almost an even game in terms of odds on FanDuel. The
think the
Raiders are
Giants have a
favored by
1 and 2
1.5, but obviously
Raiders at home.
it's at Raiders. Give me the Giants. I'm going with the Giants to win this game.
Yeah.
Cam Scannaboo might come out there on his crutches and just
in a wheelchair.
yes, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know why this is very, very easily the Raiders to me. Giants lost last week in a fucking dog game to the Vikings, a game that JJ got hurt in. Raiders almost beat the Texans, which made no fucking sense because the Texans were maybe the hottest team in football going into that game. The Raiders did that to them in Las Vegas. This is in Las Vegas. I don't think it's going to be a blowout or anything, but I see the Raiders winning quite convincingly.
Man, tough game here. Eagles versus the Bills. I can see this game going either way.
Back-to-back good games to end out Sunday.
Man, I'm trying to think. I think Colin will pick the Bills, so I'm gonna go with the Eagles here. I could see the Eagles just winning a grind out game against this Bills team. Both teams have been relying on really their opposites for the most part. Eagles were primarily a run team, relying on Jalen Hurts throwing the ball. Bills primarily a passing team with Josh Allen running the ball right now with James Cook, who's doing amazing right now, is about to take that crown from Jonathan Taylor for most rushing yards. I'm gonna go with the Eagles just in a gritty win. It'll probably be like a 3-point game.
Yeah, this is going to be a great game. It's in Buffalo. Buffalo, they barely squeaked out a win against the Browns, which was scary. I'm going to go with the Eagles here. I don't honestly like, I don't know why. I just think the Eagles are going to get it done, and everyone, all the Bills fans are going to think they have a chance to go out and take the division, but they lose it right here. Give me the Eagles.
This is like a dead even matchup. The
Hmm.
Bills opened as a field goal favorite, and it's now down to a 1.5 point spread. It's still in favor of the Bills, but I think that's interesting. I know the Bills are coming off a bad game, but I think they were looking ahead to this game. Man, I think the Bills still have more to play for because the Eagles probably can't really jump to the 2 seed with the Bears being there. But I just remember the last time these guys played is when Jalen Hurts walked it off in overtime, I believe, on that
Mm,
rushing touchdown 2 years ago. If you guys remember, that was
yeah.
amazing. I remember watching that. Um, yeah, I'm still not a huge believer in the Bills. I'm gonna go with the Eagles. I think this is a Saquon game. I know he should have had a lot of Saquon games at this point, but Bills are not good on the ground. I could see this being a Barkley James Cook show, and I will go with the Eagles.
Sunday night football, Bears versus the 49ers. This should
This is gonna
also
be a
be a really good game. Brock Purdy, 5 touchdown game against the Colts. Bears with a comeback win against the Packers. I feel like the Bears might sleepwalk through this game. Looking forward to Detroit, so I'm going to go with the 49ers.
Yeah, they all said it best. I think they've had some big wins, so I think they're going to San Francisco. That's a long road trip. So I think this is just going to be a back to not come down to earth, but basically they've been on a hot streak. They're going to get dumbed down just a little bit, change up the NFC playoff picture a little bit. Obviously, with San Francisco being a wild card team, so yeah, I'm going to go with the San Francisco 49ers here.
Man, this is scary because if San Fran wins this and they win next week against the Seahawks, I believe they jump to the 1 seed, which would be a
Hmm.
crazy come from behind. And I
Oh, for
still think the
sure.
Rams could be the 1 seed. So in theory, for that to be the case, the 49ers would have to lose this week and win next week. But I don't know. I think just coming off the high of that win for Chicago, going to San Fran is just so underrated good. I will go with the 49ers.
All
Yeah.
right. And then finishing it up, Monday Night Football, Rams versus the Falcons. Matthew Stafford is going to put his cape on. He's going to solidify himself as the MVP for the year. Give me the Rams. I'm looking 3, 4 touchdowns this game.
Yeah, tough loss, really hard loss for them on Thursday Night Football. Almost like a little mini bye week here. You played on Thursday and then you play on Monday. So
Hmm.
this is a pretty decent size rest for them. So I think they're going to come out wanting, blood, especially for what happened, and they need to rattle off some wins, and hopefully Seattle and 49ers don't win. So yeah, I'm thinking same thing. I think Stafford kind of just basically pissed off, goes out there, and just goes crazy. And that Atlanta defense is not going to be able to hang. So yeah, give me the Rams.
Yeah, I think, like Marshall said, the little mini buy there, I think, is going to be great for them as they're not an older team all around, but I'd say an older team on offense with Stafford and Devontae. I'm not sure if Devontae's going to play. They might just shut him down for the rest of the regular season, just to get him ready for the playoffs. It's in Atlanta. I feel like if I didn't think the Rams were the best team in football right now, I could easily see them falling apart after losing that game last week and kind of limpering into the playoffs. But I just think they're the best team in football. I don't think that's going to happen to them. And more so than that, even if they do somehow shockingly lose, I think Stafford solidifies the MVP this game. Like Dallas said, I think if he can put 450 on that Seattle defense in Seattle, which he is one of the best defenses in the league, he should be able to do the exact same thing or more against this Atlanta defense. I think he locks up the MVP. I'm going to say a touchdown win for the Rams.
All right, and that is the picks. Week 17, Christmas week. If you guys are ready, I got some trivia for you guys.
Roll it.
This is NFL Christmas trivia. Each person will have one guess. alternating who goes first. So Marshall's going to start off with the first question. If he gets it wrong, the question goes to Donnie. If Donnie gets it wrong, it is a sudden death for the correct answer. You guys can just spitfire answers. But this is NFL Christmas trivia. I will say no Alvin Kamara 6 touchdown game on here. I know we talk about it all the time. He's not on here.
Best game ever.
Shout out to Alvin Kamara, man.
was about to say that is one of the most like Christmas Day games that I know.
Exactly. So
I remember not even watching that game. We were playing cards, and I just kept looking up. I'm like, are they showing the same touchdown? Like it would be like 20 minutes. Like is that the same fucking? No, he scored 6 fucking times.
yep. So no Alvin Kamara here, but I think I got some good trivia questions here. So starting off with Marshall, question number one. What NFL teams have played the most games on Christmas?
Ooh, gosh.
Is
You
this
mean
including this year?
Not including the games that have
you
not
mean
been played yet.
Thanksgiving? I'm just kidding. I know that answer. Let me see what the Chiefs' recent success, like they kind of like hmm,
I have a wild guess.
I don't know. That's like a wild question. Just
A
like
wild
it
question.
because it's just
Which
not. I
team
feel like
played
there's
the
not a
most?
team that just. Fuck it, I'll go with my original. Is it the Chiefs?
The Chiefs are the correct answer.
Holy shit!
I will give you the point. Can you guess the other team?
Ooh,
There's two total teams that have the same amount of games played with 5 games on
I don't know
Christmas.
why I was thinking the Ravens.
It's not the Ravens. I'll show it. It's the Cowboys and the
Yep.
Chiefs.
Oh,
If
Both
you
have
if you
played
messed up,
five
I was gonna
times.
say Cowboys.
Cowboys have Thanksgiving and Christmas. Man, being on a Cowboys is like, geez, you're just getting. You don't get any holidays.
I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
literally.
My random guess, for some reason, I feel like the Falcons. Maybe I'm thinking Thanksgiving that late
Falcons.
game. That late Thanksgiving Day game, I swear the Falcons are in that game every fucking year.
I always think the Dolphins are in it.
All right. Donnie, you have question number two. What NFL teams have the most wins on Christmas Day?
Fuck, I mean, I feel like Chiefs or Cowboys is just too much of a layup, even though they have the most games. I mean, I can't think.
Is there one answer? Or is there multiple?
There's multiple. So there's 4 teams
Oh
with
wow,
with 3 wins on Christmas Day.
damn.
I gotta go with the Chiefs.
That is correct. The Chiefs do have 3 wins on Christmas. Can you guys guess the other 3 teams?
Are the Ravens one of them?
The Ravens are one of them.
Okay.
I'm actually not. I don't think the Cowboys. Like, I don't know how many games they've played, but I'm gonna guess they don't have 3 wins.
You'd be
Um,
correct. They have 2 wins.
bang, look at that.
Oh, I do remember seeing a stat about Christmas trivia. The
What about the?
Eagles are
The
like
Eagles,
Eagles. Aren't they like 3 for 3 or 4 for 4? Or no, it'd be 3 for 3, wouldn't it?
They
yeah,
haven't played
I
many
think there's
Christmas Day games though, have they?
they do have 3 wins.
Oh
No, I'm
wow,
saying like the NFL hasn't done Christmas Day games that often.
they've been
Isn't
doing
this like
them.
the?
They do
Isn't
them
this
like
like
every
They've been
year.
doing them since like the 80s or
Yeah,
90s.
what?
yeah, they
Yeah,
do them every year, but this is like the only time like there's been like 2 or 3 games. Like
Dude, I swear they haven't even done them all of our lifetime. Like I thought they started doing Christmas Day games like 5 6 years ago. I didn't
right.
not think there
No,
was that.
there were some 2000s Christmas Day games and some 90s Christmas Day games.
and there's still one more team
Um,
with 3 wins. If you
what
guys
about the
want,
Vikings?
not the Vikings.
What about like the Raiders? I'm just kidding. Uh,
I'll give you guys each one more guess for this team, and then I'll reveal it.
Steelers?
Not the Steelers,
Because they played last year, but I think they lost.
49ers.
not the 49ers. It is the Packers. The Eagles, Packers,
Boo!
Chiefs, and Ravens with three
Boo.
wins.
You suck.
Cowboys
Uh,
having the tied for the most games and not having that many wins. Fucking Cowboys.
Fucking Cowboys. All right, Marshall. Question number three. On Christmas Day in 2016, this player became the heaviest player in NFL history to throw a passing touchdown at 346 pounds. Who was that player?
What a fucking question. Oh my gosh. I mean, fucking
I know
who?
the
This clip is like showed every year, all the time. A lot of people don't know this is a Christmas game though. That's the thing.
Worst part is I know this play. I don't remember the guy's name.
Oh, wait, no, he's not that old. Or no, he's not that young. The first person I thought of was Jonathan Ogden,
Ooh, Jonathan Ogden. That's a
but that
name, bro.
cannot be a 20. He did not play in 2016.
I think I know the name. God, it's gonna bother me.
I don't know, like Fletcher Cox. I don't know. I don't know.
It is not Fletcher
I
Cox.
know,
Donnie,
I
go
know,
ahead.
I know the play. He played for the Chiefs. Is it Don Terry Poe?
It is Don Terry
Dang,
Poe.
I couldn't remember if it was. I knew it was. It started with a P. I couldn't remember if it was Poe or like Pake or
Oh,
something. Fucking
Yep.
A, what a pull!
Yep, because that play gets replayed all the
Marshall,
time. He's in
you
the
know this play.
Wildcat. It's a jump
Yeah. He literally
pass.
goes. He takes it. He literally goes and then jumps.
the
Does
only play
toe
the
jump?
only I can think of Derrick Henry doing that, but I don't.
Nah, dude. You if
If
you
you
saw
saw
this,
the
you'd be
clip,
like,
you're
oh
like,
yeah.
oh, I remember that.
Nah, I didn't watch NFL in 2016. I skipped years.
That's fair.
You
That's fair.
def. I promise you, you watched a highlight with that play. That play used to be shown a lot.
Okay.
All right. Question number 4, Donnie. What player has the most receiving yards in a single Christmas Day game?
Man, I would have guessed a real modern guy, but you guys said they've been playing Christmas Day games for a while. I had two or three guys' names pop into my head, but I don't remember any Christmas Day game where the wide receiver going crazy. Is my issue. I'm gonna just don't remember any wide receiver. I'm gonna go with a Tyreek Hill, just because the Chiefs have played there a lot.
It is not Tyreek Hill. Marshall.
That's kind of my guess.
That's the only thing I could think of.
This is a tough one.
I just don't even know where I don't even know what route I could go.
I go wide receiver
Well, no shit.
or tight end or running back. Taysom Hill is on the board.
Oh man. All right. Change my whole game plan
This
here.
is the most Taysom Hill stat of all time. It's definitely not him, but he would be the guy with like the most yards on a Christmas Day game.
Man, I'm trying to think of the last couple just Christmas Day games to go off of that.
I have another guess. Oh wait, do I have another guess, but I can't. I don't know. It was like Christmas.
I don't know. I just gotta throw somebody out there and let Donnie go. Um, Travis Kelce.
Not Travis Kelce.
Hmm.
This was probably on Thanksgiving, but I remember Randy Moss having a crazy game. Is it Randy Moss?
It is not Randy
Oh,
Moss.
Hmm.
This one's pretty tough, so I'll let you
Can you
guys.
can you give us like is it a really old guy or is it a
This game was in 1995.
that fucking narrows it down. I think I got three guesses.
I'll even tell you the team, the Cowboys.
Michael Irvin?
Not Michael Irvin. Whoever was wide receiver 2.
Daryl Johnson?
Nope, not Daryl
That was
Johnson.
a fullback. It was him. Holy shit.
Emmitt Smith?
Nope. Just caught a lot of screens.
Gosh. I feel like I know their wide receivers too, his name.
I don't know if you know this guy. I'm
I'm
being
just
honest.
what was his name? Sherman Williams, I think his name was.
Nope. This guy has a really basic name.
His name was Williams, wasn't it?
That's the last
Roy
name.
Williams.
Kevin
That was the
Williams.
Lions player.
Kevin Williams.
Kevin Williams. 203 yards against the Cardinals in 1995.
Yeah, that's the most obscure stat of all time.
What a
I know.
bum.
What a bum. All right. Marshall, question number 5. What player has the most passing yards in a single Christmas Day game?
I feel like I know this one.
Patrick Mahomes.
It is not Patrick Mahomes.
Shit.
Donnie.
I wasn't thinking Mahomes. I just trying to think. I don't even know if this guy ever played on a Christmas Day game. I'm assuming he did. Is it Big Ben?
It is not Big Ben. I will say Big Ben has the most accumulative passing yards on Christmas.
Okay.
But
Is
we're
that
looking
also
for
gonna be in the
one
trivia?
single game. It is not. I wouldn't have told you if it was.
Aaron Rodgers?
Very next question. Who has the most accumulative passing?
It is not Aaron Rodgers.
Is it Dak?
It is not Dak.
Oh, that was a good guess. That was
Dak does
really-
have a lot of passing yards.
That was a really good guess. Is it Jalen Hurts?
Not Jalen Hurts.
No shot. It's Jalen Hurts. Drew Brees?
Not Drew Brees. I'll give you a hint. Pre 2000.
Benny Testaverde.
Nope.
Troy
That
Aikman.
wasn't a real guess.
Not Troy Aikman.
Figured it might be the game that he threw 203 passing yards.
One
Shit.
guy.
That's a fair guess, honestly.
Pre-90s. Or pre-2000s. Brett Favre?
Nope.
Dan Marino?
Nope.
Is this guy like noteworthy? Do we know him?
We've definitely said this man's name on the podcast 100%.
Donovan McNabb.
No, not
John
Donovan.
Kitna.
Not John Kitna.
We've said his name on the podcast. Is this like he's coming up every other pod, or is this like we've brought him up 3 times?
I feel like every once in a while.
Fran
he'll get-
Tarkenton.
Not Fran Tarkenton.
In the 90s? Or pre-2000? Oh, he only did say pre-2000s.
John Elway.
Not John Elway.
Pre-2000s quarterback. Steve Young?
Not Steve Young.
Montana?
Nope.
Manning.
Nope.
He comes up quite a bit.
I wouldn't say quite a bit. Like every once in a while he'll get.
What's every once? We bring up Billy Cannon every once in a while.
No, Billy Cannon's a staple. Like that's different. Like he comes up every other episode at worst. At
Does
best, it's every episode.
does this
Warren,
person-
Warren Moon.
Not Warren Moon.
Does this person's name come up more than
Steve Young.
Not
I
Steve
just
Young.
said Steve Young?
Steve Young.
Give us a
Nin-
conference before
1989. This guy played in the
Yeah?
AFC.
Boomer Esiason.
Boomer Esiason.
Dang.
So it says 267. It's a typo. It's supposed to be 367.
Oh, I was going to say that's the most. Shit, Jared Goff might break that shit.
Yeah, so it's 367 versus the Vikings in 1989.
That has a real chance to be broke this year between Dak, Goff,
Max
What's broken?
Brosmer.
Max Prosper.
yeah, if Max Brosmer breaks that, wrap up shop, boys.
Yeah, wrap it up. All right. Question number 6, Donnie. What player has the most passing touchdowns in a single Christmas Day game?
Fuck, here we go with rattling off a million fucking quarterbacks. I'm gonna go back to the wall. Give me Big Ben.
It is not Big Ben.
Give me Mahomes.
Not Mahomes.
All right. Now that we
Yeah.
had our own
Yeah.
turns, let's just go.
Give me Dak.
Not Dak.
Rodgers.
It is Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
5 touchdowns.
Of course it's
versus
against the Bears.
2011.
Of course it's against the Bears.
God.
What other team would it be against?
Bears fans watching this, fuck! I
Oh,
hope bro goes to play one game as a Packer and it's against the Bears.
all right. And then this is the final question. Question number 7.
Alvin, come here.
The longest game in NFL history in terms of game time was played on Christmas Day. What
Oh.
year did this game take place?
That's interesting. Didn't know.
I feel like I know this. Not the year. I feel like I know the teams. I couldn't tell you.
Was it Saints Vikings?
It was not Saints Vikings.
Okay. I thought that might have been the game.
Was the Colts involved?
No, they were not.
Okay, maybe I don't know.
Trying to think of high scoring games recently.
This wasn't a high scoring game, I'll tell you that.
All right. Well,
Like I said,
I'll
it's the
fuck
longest-
that idea.
Also, what does that help with the year?
Well, yeah, I'm trying to think of high scoring games in that the year.
Bro says they scored 73 points. 1927.
Shit, was it last year's Ravens Texans?
No.
Chiefs
No, we're not.
Steelers.
This is the longest game. Yeah, this is the longest game of all time, right?
The longest game of all time.
So was it
Not just the
20?
longest game on Christmas.
Not at Christmas of all time.
Was it 2024?
No.
Marshall, I feel like this happened a while ago. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess like. I just feel this year immediately stuck out to me. Is it like 1973?
It is not 1973.
I feel like
19,
it's like
1993.
that era.
It is not 1993.
I just feel like it's an old ass game.
If you'd like, I can give you the breakdown of this game without telling you the year.
Just give us the year.
No, okay. So the Dolphins beat the Chiefs 27-24 in the divisional round of the playoffs in double OT.
Okay, so we're way back.
That's what I was saying. Like it had to have been divisional round. That puts us before the 90s for sure. Christmas time, that means the Super Bowl would have been the first week in January.
Double OT. The total game time was 82 minutes and 40 seconds.
I feel like that's not that long for the longest game ever.
Of game time, though, when a normal game's 60 minutes?
I mean, well, that's only two overtimes. I mean, wait, overtime back then was more than 10 minutes a quarter? Because you said 80, that would have made it 3 overtimes.
It's a good question. Unless they're counting like timeout times, like commercial
1984.
breaks. Say that again, Marshall.
1984.
Not 1984.
What about 1979?
Not 1979.
I just feel like this was in the 70s. I don't know why.
71.
1971.
I fucking knew it. I literally, as much as I could get it right without getting it right, I got it right.
I think it's in the 70s.
I said 73. That was my first guess.
So yeah, the longest game in NFL history, 1971 on Christmas Day. The more you know.
Imagine having a playoff game on Christmas Day.
That'd be crazy.
Imagine losing
There's
a playoff
two
game on
playoff
Christmas Day.
games. There's
Oh
two
my
playoff
gosh.
games on Christmas
Imagine that
Day.
49ers game that happened to us. It was on Christmas Day.
Oh, I hate
Why broke a pin on this?
I would hate Christmas until I die.
Well, that is it. That is it for the podcast. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching all year. It was another great year for the Fourth and Wrong podcast. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and we'll see you guys next week.
Ooh, our next episode won't come out until after the new year. I just realized that.
That's the outro.
That's wild.